Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Elden Ring, Shadow of the ErdTree. So, we may have some issues with recording just because Shadowplay broke and I just spent ages fucking around with it. I've had to download the new NVIDIA app rather than, what was the old one? GeForce Experience? So GeForce Experience just broke everything with the latest update. So, and it's near impossible to make it not auto-update. You can do it, but I just tried the new app, and the new app seems to be working fine. But everything looks different, so we don't know whether this is going to work or not. So, we'll find out, I suppose. It seems like just newer and better, but we'll find out. If all else fails, I'll just go back to OBS. Old Faithful, I guess, but... Hello, boys. They're all kind of showing reverence to the city and or the castle, I guess, depending on your way of looking at it. This is the second footprint of Miquella, right? Circuitry tree fragment, cool. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here a part of the flesh of my body. Let me light this first. And talk to the bros we have sitting here. Hello?
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog. Now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Miquella. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation. To discern tender Miquella's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use.
Interesting.
May I request a service of you? 6 crosses identical to this one have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to tender Miquella's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
Interesting.
If you discover any more crosses, be certain to... I presume you just what...
Well, I found one down the bottom, but... It's interesting here, the footprints of Miquella. Miquella was an interesting character because seemingly he wanted to... He had like a kind of... I'm trying to remember the specific lore. For starters, he was cursed with eternal youth, so he could never grow old. So he was perpetually a child. And then he used himself to like... He made the Halig tree, and that was essentially like order, but order for everyone, so the omens could go there, and the, like, forgotten beasts and everybody could go there, and it was like peace for all, not just for the chosen of the Golden Order, I think was the idea. And he kind of put himself inside the tree such that it could grow. He, like, fed the tree himself with his own body. And then Moog stole him away because Moog wanted to use him as... Essentially, the impression I got was Moog wanted to use him as a vessel for an elder god. So that the omens themselves could be on top, I think is my vague recollection of the lore. Hello.
Hello there. Together, we work. Together. For Miquella the Kind. Many things we have found.
Oh. Cool. So I can buy rune arcs here. Spellproof pickled liver. Large boost to magic damage negation. Fire, lightning, holy. Well pickled turtleneck. Temporarily grants a large boost to stamina recovery speed. So these are just buffed versions of the original items, I guess. Black Firefly, we've already found a few of those. Rata fruit. I guess we can look at the lore on these. The effects of the forager's brewed pickled delights are enhanced by the fermentation of rotting of the ingredients. Though this results in a pungent odor, some come to find the aroma irresistible. These are all the same, essentially. Yep. Yep, already read that. Already read this. The flesh of the mushroom is similar to raw meat and can serve as pot innards. The flesh of the mushroom is similar to raw meat. Yep, sure. Sanguine amaryllis. A blood flower with meaty petals, material used for crafting items, grown by blood fiends in pools of blood. Perhaps even the fiends admire blood's beauty. Interesting. Knot resin. A knot-shaped lump of resin that exuded from the roots of trees, material used in crafting items, found near tree roots everywhere in the realm of shadow, serves as a primary catalyst, making it suitable for processing using sorceries, incantations, and the like. We have arrows, great arrows, bolts, ballista bolts, sealed spirit sprigs. I will spend 1,000 on this, sure. Talk to more.
I like finding things. For you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the forager brood. Things bring joy to all.
Interesting.
I like, for you, things bring... Goodbye.
Things bring joy to all. Interesting. You know what I actually am going to do? Is... recent item tab I'm going to turn on because it's actually useful to have. Because I can do things like this. Note found in the forager brood imparting knowledge in brief. Should you chance upon a sealed spirit spring, look for stacked stones nearby. By toppling them, you may break the seal. Interesting. It's good to know. Empyrean blood birchen. I never read this. A young shoot heavy with the Empyrean blood. Material used for crafting, exceedingly rare to find. Said to burgeon forth from where the golden blood of Mikla, the wounded Empyrean, pooled. So, okay, yeah, Mikla was an Empyrean. Interesting. So I remember that correctly. An Empyrean is essentially someone who can inhabit the will of an outer god. Marika was the Empyrean of the Golden Order, or not the Golden Order, of the... I can't remember what it was called, but it was essentially an outer god of order. Which is interesting. Let's rest here for now. Alright everyone, we're back. So, we have Shadow Realm Blessing. I want to check something first. Notably... let's not compare everything here. Let's just compare my main things, right? So, my right armament, so my sword attack is 788. My physical damage negation is 42. It's all around 35 to 42. Security Blessing. Use 2 security fragments? Yes, please. Okay, so I'm empowered here, which now gives me 826. Okay, so it's put me up. A lot. So I was 788 to 826. And then we've gone up like 2.5% damage negation on each. Thereabouts. Alright, we're back. So, yeah, these seem to be like way more than just getting stat bumps from levels. Like, to a ludicrous degree, way more. And now we are heading into the castle. I'm pretty sure I know the boss that's going to be in this area. Simply from the trailer and mainly the trailer, if I'm honest, but also the fact that people have been playing and it's been in my periphery. So I've heard of certain bosses. Well, that right there is a scorpion in the tree. That's unpleasant. Scorpion that big is a no-go for me. I didn't expect weak foe. Yeah, it wasn't particularly strong, was it? It is weirdly quiet. Lots of little scorpions. Arguably going to be a bigger problem. I can imagine if you have arachnophobia, that wasn't the most pleasant of rooms though. Scorpion liver. Makes sense. I think I'm good to check this. Found by hunting spider scorpions. Fresh organ of a spider scorpion. It is referred to as a liver, but no one is quite sure of its purpose. Material used in crafting. Found by hunting spider scorpions, a delicacy known for its numbing toxins. Interesting. Oh, I see. Spider scorpions. Well, that's, unfortunate. I don't like them. I can say that with a certainty. Revered Spirit Ash, okay. Cool. Interesting. The skeleton of an omen. Because of the horns, right? Huh. Maybe I need to do like a Vati reaction video where I go and rewatch all the lore and see how much I remember. I also have never actually watched his videos. I'm just assuming they agree with what I already think, but... Okay. I hear a scorpion. Man, looks like he's given up, hey? I hear scurrying, but it may be above me, is a possibility. Also, lol. Oh yeah, big scorpion, right? Fireproof dried liver. Okay. Interesting. This definitely feels like I should have come here first. Ambush ahead, therefore praise the message. I'm gonna assume this is a good message. It is, I can hear them. They're relatively weak. Granted, I haven't actually been hit by one yet. So definitely possibility that less weak when they actually fucking hit me, but... Interesting. See a Grace. Belurat Tower Settlements. In reverent prayer, seemingly. Now that looks like a shortcut door if ever I've seen one. I can level up my revered spirit ash as well? Sure. Okay. That's buffing my, Mimic tier, I think, is what that's doing. Who would have thought? Cool farm, I guess. Be wary of up. Oh. It's also, well, priests, I guess. Some of the smithing stones, too. First off, turn back. That looks very deep. Be wary of enemy. Boss fight, perhaps? There was another way to check. Let me go check that way first. Just in case it's like one room and I walk all this way for nothing, you know what I mean? See a dude in there. It does kind of seem like one room. Okay, another shortcut back. I could try and run under these guys, I guess. Like this. Mesmify grease. Solidified knot grease made from a mixture of incendiary materials, craftable item. Coats armaments adding fire. Makes sense. Fire was a symbol of the crusade, and even Mesmer's rank and file soldiers would wield it. Interesting. Should have killed him before looting, is the reality of the situation. I can probably kill these guys. Although, do I want to? Silverhorn Tender, cool. I guess this takes me up to the bridge? Oh, takes me up to a grace, which I will take. Don't know how I missed the first attack, I'll be honest. Do we rest at the grace? I mean, I guess. Hello, Omen. Now I don't really want to Rest of the Grace, because killed man. Revenge. Yeah, fair. Incantation ahead, locked. Huh. Does it mean down here? I see an item there. Easy enough? Yeah, give me this. That's where I came up. That's the big tunnel down. And I had a way up onto that wall, so this might lead back around to... Oh yeah, I see here. Interesting. Okay, so I think if I come this way... Killed the Big Omen Man, which seemed like the main big enemy here. I don't think I will jump off, thank you very much. Storeroom key. I bet I know where that leads. Can't make that jump, can I? No. I don't think I can make that jump. At all, honestly. That works. Well, depths key. Well, I'm glad I didn't go down the well first, because it seems like that would have been a poor decision. So that's where I came up. There is more shit up here. I hear skittering. Oh, birds. Hello. A lot of birds. Lots and lots of birds. I see another 2 at least. I'm gonna check this way first, just because if my brain is percolating correctly. Okay. This should be the shortcut. I'm pretty sure this is where I think it is. Do not have a shield out. This should be the door on the other side of that bonfire. Alright. Looks like it. Yep. One of them, anyway. I have a door on that side, too. That's fine. Head back up. I'm glad my spatial awareness is good enough that I caught that. That looks like a trap in that area, by the way. Just want to point out. Oh. Interesting. Feels like ambush. Okay, it doesn't hurt that much. Their stinger is bad, like a bone bow. Oh, I guess. Like their stinger attack you can just avoid, it's kind of funny. Interesting though, stairs ruined, so I can't climb. We have broken stairs. Take the rooftop instead, I suppose. That's where I thought it was, good. That there, just down there, need to check over there eventually. Can this thing jump up here? I don't think it can. I think it's fucked. Which is good for me. I don't think this thing's going to be backstabbable. Not particularly worried about that thing. It doesn't seem to be able to get to me. Golden Horn teacher. He got me. I also had enough souls that it annoys me. 90,000 is probably enough that irritates me, to be honest. Although, with the shortcut, it shouldn't be difficult to get up there, theoretically. Go here. Run back here. He should fall off. Lol. I do love consistency. Cool. Which allows me to come up here and get my souls. Pretty sure I can't get 50,000 from this, can I? No. 3. No, nowhere close. What man disappeared? Which is interesting. Hello. This time I want to kill you. Okay. Not too bad if you can get the barriers off. Now he's out of the way, I feel safer. Wouldn't say safe yet, but I feel safer. No precious item ahead. I don't necessarily believe you. Smithing stone 4 and 5. 2 5s and a 4, goddamn. Wait, where's this guy gone? We could go down. I don't know if that would be beneficial to me, though. Because I'm pretty sure I know where that... no, not necessarily. That could be a door, I guess. Let's keep going this way, though. Lighting? Weird. Damn. Spells do damage. Well, there goes my souls. Bye-bye 100,000 souls. That's, not ideal. But, benefit to that, though. I have a key to a room here that I feel like I can go search now. Because this surely is one of the keys I had. Storeroom key, sure. NPC, seemingly. Don't know why that's useful, I'll be honest, but...
Who art thou, stranger? By the look of thee, another of Mesmer's peons, methinks. Tell me, does thy kind never weary grow? How do these old bones fascinate thee yet? Our lands were by thy kind set aflame, our tower by thy kind veiled in shadow. Thou camest, robbing us of all, spoiling all. Have ye not basked in these deeds long enough? Listen, progeny of the wanton's trumpet. For thy sins thou shalt have thy recompense. The sacred beast shall unleash its ire. Till then, with this old hag, do what thou wilt, for all the good it'll do thee in the end. For what reason dost thou falter, villain? Enact thy sordid work with fullest pride. Else tuck away thy tail and leave for good, loathsome issue of the rotten strumpet. Begone. These lands were ours since times of old. Begone. These lands were...
Interesting. Armor required ahead. Good to know. Surely nothing I have now, right? I haven't got anything. ErdTree Knight? None of the armor I have currently makes sense to me that it'd work. But there may be some other armor I'm not thinking of. I don't think I have any that would make sense with though. So she thinks I was a traitor, presumably because of the armor I was wearing. Or rather, the fact that I'm not wearing the specific armor she wants me to be wearing. Oh. Well, this is interesting. That tree looks like the two fingers to me. At least vaguely.
Those strengths of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Fire Knight Quilin. Jesus. Damn, alright dude, fuck me, Jesus.
Grace, kneel evermore before the flame of Mesmer.
Okay. Mesmer Knight down here. There is an item in the middle. I guess I could run past everything and get the item. I don't really care about 11,000 souls, I'll be honest. Although I guess I could just, like, fight my way down there again. Not the end of the earth.
faceless heathen, thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Crusade insignia. Well, we beat him. I cheesed the fuck out of him. I just poisoned him and fucking black flamed him and then ran away from him for a while. But he was doing a lot of damage. So it was easier. Interesting. Alright. So this gave me... raises attack power after defeating an enemy. A talisman depicting a raised spear on a black drop of flames, in remembrance of the lives lost at the Sacred Crusade led by Mesmer. Raises attack power after defeating an enemy. The warriors who fought in the Crusade set aside both honor and mercy to wantonly impale and scorch those deemed impure. Those who felt invigorated by each cry of death were the same men who were certain of the sanctity of the campaign. Interesting. And what was the other things I picked up? This. Grants an armament the occult affinity and the following skill, Shriek of Solo. A skill that utilizes by the downtrodden. A scream causes nearby enemies to flinch while also recalling a deep-seated resentment, boosting attack power based on the amount of HP remaining. The lower the HP, the greater the effect. Interesting. And this thing. Succulent plant that is supped on night-tinged dew. Material used for crafting items, glows at night and blossoms mainly at the waterside. Said to have been used in the practice of sprite medicine not long ago. Cool. This tree is interesting to me. It definitely looks like it's reminiscent of the Two Fingers. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but seems too symbolically similar to not be something important, you know what I mean? Alright, so this place is pretty much done, I think. I guess I can climb up this wall, so we'll go see what this is. Indeed, item. I mean, arrows, so nothing particularly interesting, but alright, cool. And we have up here a body with no head. Another revered spirit ash. Okay, that's fine. This is above the scorpion den, which is, you know, disgusting, but Somber 1, that's pretty rare. At least rare to find in the wild, you know what I mean? Oh, you. Fought you before I didn't like you. Ascetic loincloth. Jar of the Tower's ascetics embodied their commitment to an austere existence of strict self-control in order to ascend from their mortal flesh into tutelary deities of the land. They heightened their spirituality through severe ascetic training. Interesting. I don't want to fight more of those, because those guys suck balls to fight. Just want to point that out. Surely a grace. Ask and ye shall receive, I suppose. 50,000. If I'd kept that 100,000 from before, we'd be swimming. Okay, so there's one. Now that I have that. Interesting. Oh, I can summon you. I'm tempted to summon you just for story progression reasons, honestly. So this is obviously boss, which is great. But there is one more item I want. Alright, can we make the jump up here? It didn't look like we could, but... yeah, it definitely doesn't look like... oh, maybe. There's some bullfuckery that's going on here, but... doesn't seem intended. So how would we get down there then? I want to get on the other side of this wall, essentially. It doesn't look like an easy way to do it. Oh, hang on. Doorway. I know where to go. There was a passage this way that I never went down. Because I assumed it went into that same building, but it doesn't. I will kill these scorpions. Because it seems silly not to... hey! Free scorpion liver. This way. Indeed. Surprise attack of a bug. Lots of dead bugs too. That looked like potentially a grab, so I decided to dodge it. I was going to block it to do a guard counter, but I don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, cool. Like bug mothers here. We have a Mikola footstep. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here my arm sinistral. I don't know what that word means. Sinistral. Interesting. That lets me come out here, which lets me get this item, which is the original item I saw. Dried bouquet. Nope, not crafting, inventory. Raise attack power when summoned spirit dies. A quaint bouquet of dried flowers offered to a small grave. Raise attack power when a spirit you have summoned dies. The sorrow that flows from the untimely demise of a loved one is the tenderness shared by all, regardless of birthplace. Okay, well I think I've pretty much fully cleared this place except for one area down here. But no, not down there. It's like down here. It's like in the sewers, but we'll have to remember. Can I make like a marker? I wish I could like name the markers. This can be for explore, I guess. Let's go to the stage front. So I am expecting to lose all of my runes here. The issue is I have enough of them that I kind of wish I could level up, but I don't think I can, quite frankly. Let's have a look. Shadow Realm Blessing. I can go Revered Spirit again? Yes. Sweet. Let's go 12 and 2. I'm really not using much magic, to be honest. I don't expect to win first time, but I kind of want to summon her just for story purposes. I'm scared that this will be too easy. Chaos ahead. Interesting. This is indeed the boss I have heard about. Saw it in the trailer, and I heard that it was in the first area.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise.
Interesting.
Dance and kavod, cleanse all and thou wilt. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Is this what an omen turns into at end stage omenhood? Divine Beast Dancing Lion. Ow. Ow. I can't say a damn thing. Cool music. Does a fuck ton of damage. Okay. Fuck ton of damage. It's multiple people under there. That's disgusting. It's like a dragon, right? Like a whatchamacallit dragon. I'm gonna summon her. Come on. She is indeed. So we'll bring Freya along. And we're gonna go Mimic Tear immediately. Okay, this might be too overpowered. I didn't expect Freya to be this good. I wanted to learn fucking movesets. Then again... yeah, there's 2 people in there, at least. It's like the dancing dragon. We've got the gang squad here though, so easy game. Then again, maybe not easy game. Still hard. I might just be dead anyway. Okay. So half health, he becomes difficult. Maybe I'm not wrong summoning all my friends. Alright everybody, post-commentary Tom here. Just to let you know, I died to this guy 5 times trying to solo it. So I did that gank squad that you just saw there. I then tried to solo it another 5 times. Never once, well, once I did get up the lightning thing, but I pretty much died on his phase transition. Like I traded damage and he got to the phase transition and I died and I was dying as he transitioned. But that was the only time. Most of the time I didn't even get up to the phase transition to get to phase 2. He is very aggressive and very hard. I was tempted just to bash my head against a wall and keep trying to solo it, but I actually don't care about soloing it that much. I will in my own time at some point, because I'm sure I will come back into a second run of this DLC on a new character. On my own time doing challenge runs and stuff with no summons. That's what I did with the base game. I played through the base game a second time and I just didn't use summons. Which was fun, but honestly, I mean, I don't find it that much more fun than using summons. I kind of enjoy the gank squad. And additionally, I like having Freya there summoned because there are story implications of it. As you'll see at the end of the episode, there are actually some story implications from using NPC summons. I assume that was the case because it was in the base game. There was a base game where a couple of times you needed to actually summon someone to continue their questline. So if there is a possibility to summon an NPC player, I'm probably going to summon them for future fights as well. Anyway, just in case there was anyone that was disappointed that I used summons or whatever, if it gives me the option, I'm just going to do it. I will try a couple of times by myself, but generally speaking, if I'm getting my shit kicked in as hard as this dude was kicking my shit in, I won't bother. I'll do it later by myself. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. This is the final fight. It was actually only my 6th attempt. The gank squad does make it a hell of a lot easier, to the point of almost trivial, I will say. So this was it was my 2nd attempt using summons. 2 attempts with summons. People saying that Elden Ring needs easy mode is crazy. Just use summons. It's easy mode. It is so easy. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Hopefully the gank squad works. Seems to thus far. Yes. Good. Use spells. Damage over time. Damage over time. Miraculous miracles. Oh, ice now. Okay. Okay. Chill as fuck when you use summons, I'll be honest. I do have another save though, so I can go through and try that without summons. Divine Beast Head. Interesting. Well, I think we might leave it there. One thing I want to try, though, now that I have the Divine Beast Head. First thing first, we rest, and we level up. I think we go for 30 endurance first. Anything changed here since I rested? No. A couple of things I want to do. One, take the power of the namesake via finger reader. Remembrance of the dancing lion hewn into the Sakuta tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. When the Impaler's army assailed the tower, the ritual of the lion's dance was turned towards martial ends. Its divinity, its fury, its light-footed beauty. Interesting. Again, I will say, trivialized by using summons there. I did cut out the couple attempts I tried without summons. Shit was hard. Interesting. And this here. Ritual headwear in the form of a divine beast head used to perform the lion dance, worn by the very finest of the Scobly Keepers. Alas, it no longer responds to the old woman's earnest prayers. Divine invocation heightens intensity of the storm alongside strength and dexterity, or reduces the restorative effects of drinking from a flask of sacred tears. Focus is also troubled by wearing this headgear. Interesting. Let me check this. So, it bumps my strength and dex up, lowers my vigor. Jesus, that's fucking horrifying for starters, but I'm interested in looking at it because I want to check something. One, it definitely puts me into fat roll. Let's not wear it just yet. I really want to check something though. Specifically, I want to go talk to that old crone now I have this. What does this say? Hold on. Yeah, sure. I will praise your message. We're going up there. I'm going to talk to the crone first. Equipment. I'm intrigued.
Oh, such a joy to smell the scent again. Does a sculpted keeper stand before me? Oh, as I felt the sacred beast's essence fade, a great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman her foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. After an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh, oh, oh. I implore, vessel of the sacred beast, have my son accompany thee to war, and dance thy dance of beauteous color. Take vengeance upon Mesmer and his lot. They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us. Let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. My song will I sing in service to thee.
Watchful spirit.
O sculpted keeper, channel thy color into the most resplendent of dances. My song will I sing. Oh, my...
Okay. Cool. So we can go back up here now. I'll check out what that spell is. I can't tell whether that was an incantation or a sorcery, I will admit. That's there. Summon a guardian spirit above the caster's head. It is an incantation, takes 26 faith. 12 FP, okay. An entreaty received from the Empyrean Grand Dame. Summon a guardian spirit from above the caster's head. The spirit never strays far from the caster, conjuring several apparitions before dissipating. Take vengeance upon Mesmer and his lot. They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us. Let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. Well, I am intrigued as to what that does. Interesting. It takes very little magic. I might use this. We will see what kind of damage it does. Let's head up thy elevator. Oh, interesting. Big ass door. There is indeed a door ahead. This looks similar to the towers in the Lands Between, where they had reference to the two fingers, but this is different. No, this is just a big door. Okay. Revered Ash, I would guess. Indeed, Revered Spirit Ash. All the trees. I like that someone tried. You can see, I think there's at least 2 bloodstains there. I mean, who's gonna believe you, buddy? Hello, Mr. Ghost. O tower of ours, hidden in shadow, O lofty spiral piercing the heavens, lead them safely unto greater godhood, and in divinity grant our salvation. Interesting. Whoa. Whoa. What am I looking at? They're like roots, but it's like, huh. Tower of Shadow message. Message left by Needle Knight letter, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Mikla's trail. The gate of divinity lies in the tower sealed by shadow. That is surely where kind Mikla is headed. We are no Empyreans, but we must locate the path and we will lead us there. I will follow the crosses east. Okay. Sealed and obscured by shadow. Interesting. How the fuck are these people dying? Because they're stupid. So we did find another Mikla's cross. And Sir Ansbach wanted to know about them. There is one more place I can go in this area, but I don't think I'm going to do it now. I just got to remember that it's here. So that's fine. Let's go talk to Ansbach and see if he has anything to say, because I found another cross. Hello.
Righteous Tarnished, what brings you here?
Ask about the person in the verdigris armor.
Oh, you must mean Samor. Samor is a kind and stalwart ally. He provisions our little outfit. Some more traffics with the forager brood, his brethren, who collect supplies from all corners of the land. No doubt they find inspiration in his many virtues. These are not your foes, Tarnished. Should you spot any forager brood, be sure to mind your manners.
Interesting.
Righteous Tarnished.
Cross at the tower.
Well, I'm much obliged. As suspected, kindly Mikola has visited the lands which hold the tower, and appears intent on wholly dispossessing himself of his flesh. He must be seeking entrance to the Tower of Shadow. Righteous Tarnished.
Interesting. I will follow the crosses east. Okay, yeah, so this way, I guess. I also haven't checked, like, down here, I guess? That looks like something. So I have, like, this little section down here to check and see if that continues off this way. See if there's a way down into the ravine, maybe, and I can head up here? I think the obvious intended path is to go to this section next, but I also want to come here and talk to... what's her name? Because she helped me in the fight, and I'm intrigued whether or not they give her more dialogue. Hello.
Ah, well met. That was a fine battle indeed. It heartens me that another warrior stands among us. Among the beckoned.
Ask about the damage to her helm. I see no damage to her helm, but okay.
Long ago, I was stricken by scarlet rot in the swamp of Aeonia.
Oh no, across her face, I see.
Immobile, feverish and in great pain, I was entirely resigned to death. I was left behind, and only kindly Mikola was good enough to seek me out. My wound was swollen and festering, exuding a most pungent odor, and yet he drained the poison from it, despite my wretched visage. Now, I consider this wound my compass.
Makes sense, right? Because Melania and Mikola were twins when they were born. So Mikola cares a lot about those afflicted by scarlet rot because Melania is afflicted by scarlet rot, seemingly the outer god of rot and decay in the scarlet rot, which is interesting.
Kindly Mikola's guidance to heart. May we meet again on the battlefield, brave warrior.
Ask about the other man.
Do you wonder why the eternally dour fellow keeps his distance? He's one of the tower's horn scent. I can only assume he fights for his own reasons and carries his own burdens, but we needn't concern ourselves with his affairs. He too was charmed by kindly Mikola and guided here, and that makes us allies. We're not gods, you and I. Even if we did manage to dig up the secrets of his past, I doubt our meddling could ever amount to much. Let us both take kindly Mikola's guidance to heart. May we meet again.
Cool. Let's talk to you as well. Because why not? You're the only NPCs I know.
Follow after Mikola, as long as you abide by his footfall.
Okay, that's the same as what he said before. Well, cool. I feel pretty safe in saying that that area is essentially complete. There was one more place I could go. I could go into the sewers down here. But I'm not that worried about it. If there's something super amazing, I'm sure someone in the comments will say, you should probably go check out those sewers. Best kind of spoilers. Just places that I overlooked and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to go there. And then someone's like, maybe just go down there. Sweet. Well, I guess next time we're going to head in here, I suppose. I also want to kind of check out down here as well. I'm also intrigued how big this Realm of Shadow map is going to end up being. Because we only have this square at the moment, but the base Elden Ring map was similarly small, and then we found it to be quite much bigger after you did a couple of teleports and random chests and things. Oh, I see map up here, map up here. Interesting. Anyway, that's going to be it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.